Hello, beautiful star beams. Welcome back. This is part two. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the waters, the frequencies in the waters, and actually something that I wrote down this morning that came through, and I thought, oh my goodness, light bulb. I mean, I knew it, but sometimes hearing messages a few times in a few different ways just really sparks that light, which, as I say this, I'm hearing a poem from Rumi, which I got to write down, about the infinite flame, the infinite light, the spark within the heart. Everything that is happening right now is bringing us back into oneness from separation, the two halves, the polarity, into wholeness, into oneness. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful, magnificent time to witness this transformation. So let's begin, shall we? If you found this video, this is part two of part one of some of the upcoming energetic themes that will be unfolding um, from here on out. And it is January 19th, 2025. So, when we're talking about water and the water frequencies, when I was connecting to water, one of the first things that I was hearing, feeling, and kind of witnessing was the waters. The waters will be rising. The waters will be moving. What I was understanding, they were the sun, the water energy frequency was speaking. The water that has been contained, the water that has been concealed, the water that has been restricted will be restricted no more, for this water will choose as to where it wants to go. So, no more of confining that energy. The water is moving and flowing as where it is choosing to go all over the planet. So you're going to see this come up in different places and spaces on the earth as the water levels rise. And it was really interesting because I was even feeling the presence of Moses and the ark. So take that in any interpretation that you may. Um, but it was gathering and bringing in the necessary supplies, the people, the animals, and moving. And I talked about this in part one about relocation. So there's going to be a lot of adjustments around that. But one of the first things that I wrote down was redirecting the water to where it's been or not resisted, restricted, and high sea levels, high waters. Um, it will flow. So I was seeing a lot of flooding. I was seeing in some places. So some places are going to see extreme drought, and other places are going to receive a lot of water. It is now going to be communicating in such a way to our multidimensional selves that there will be a deeper respect within the waters, um, within Gaia. And this is where you're going to see a lot of new innovations with working with water. I also talked about this in other videos of mine about water filtration systems, water purification systems. These are coming in now. These are coming in now, and they're going to be working with sacred geometry, the sacred geometry of the earth, but also sacred geometries from the star nations, the galactic realms that will be coming in to help amplify for healing. So this will be self-healing and working in these higher octaves, a higher frequency codex that the water element is then going to be helping with in combination. Again, I keep hearing two halves coming into whole. So as we move forward, we're going to understand that we are all one. And this is simply what it means, that we are all part of the whole, and we are going to be um, understanding that on a deeper conscious level. And because of that, our choices, our everyday choices are going to be different. You're going to start to feel, see all over a deep respect for the waters, okay, for the waters. Um, if you don't know who Veda Austin is, check her out. I'll link her below. She has done a lot of studies on water consciousness. Um, so it's kind of like it's very kind of similar to Dr. Emoto, where Dr. Emoto would speak form into water, let's say hate, and then into one glass, and then love into another, and then freeze it, and then see how that would form, see the fractals. Um, and the harmony versus the disharmony just in the vibration of the words. Veda Austin's very similar. So water frequencies. Within this water frequency, I wrote down sound codes within our bodies of the water will be working with and in collaboration with the water beings and mammals. This is referring to whales, dolphins, seals, orcas, etc. The dolphins will be helping with the adjustments with the tectonic plates and the earth. So again, and I've talked about this on my Instagram, we are going to see an influx of, and I talked about this in part one too, where more earthquakes, eruptions, etc., etc. So the mammals, dolphins in particular, whales, um, um, orcas are going to be helping with this adjustment. And I see them working together again, just nature principles working together as a whole to help with this, the the energy. And my guides are showing me like the spirals. This has to do with sacred geometry and working together in oneness. They keep saying this. So the dolphins will be helping with the adjustments and the tectonic plates, the adjustments. We're going to see this um, show up uh, quite frequently in our waters. Um, And with this, I really feel there's going to be a shift in humanity with our fishing, and kind of don't want to say like a lockdown on it, but more policing on individuals that are not respecting um, the fish, the mammals. Um, Another message coming in from the waters is that the waters within, I wrote down the waters in our body, we're going to see more technologies coming through with healing vibrations. So my crystalline sound family, the crystalline sound bowls, um, different harmonic tones with helping heal heal the bodies, heal our bodies, and shifting different frequencies, vibrations out, and bringing this higher elevation, this higher level of light and consciousness within our bodies and fields. And really slowing down to that still point where You allow yourself to receive it fully and completely. I also wrote down sea and land mammals. Some will be leaving the planet Earth, and new species will be discovered in time, especially in our lakes and seas. So as these waters rise and the water then moves as where it's choosing to go, we're going to rediscover or discover these new species, but I'm also hearing um, a new civilizations, super intelligent, multi-dimensional beings. I think in the past, in the Piscean age, we were always told that somebody was going to do it for us, understanding that we have thy will. We choose to connect, to disconnect, to engage. Again, energy in motion. Um, so the dolphins, the orcas, the seals um, are going to not only redirect us, but we're going to see these new species come in. And they are going to bring a lot of wisdom and unlock our ancient wisdom from Atlantis and Lemuria. You're going to feel one, you're going to feel or feel the other. Maybe you feel both. But um, this is also going to stir up a lot of emotion in your body. Sometimes when people come to me for a reading or a healing, I always say readings and healings are one and the same, and light transmission comes through, a lot of people start crying and they say to me, like, I'm so sorry that I'm crying. I don't know why I'm crying. Crying is a form of expression. It's a form of release. It's a form of joy. There is no attachment to a release of tears. So these new vibrations, these sensations and experiences are going to awaken certain aspects within you that have been dormant. They're here to awaken these areas so that you can, I'm almost feeling a sense of a newfound breath, an expansion of freedom to be. So I would encourage you to spend some time by water, um, listening to water, listening to perhaps dolphin sounds, whale sounds, whatever you're feeling called to, working with frequencies, working with harmonic melodies, any sort of mantra that you feel that you're in alignment with. This is going to help speed up the healing process. This is part of how we heal ourselves with what has always been here. And we are being guided to look to nature, look to nature. And within that, there is such a deep stillness. Um, it's like I'm hearing like the Buddha, um, just this deep stillness and inner peace. So they're saying, look to nature. Look to how nature rebuilds. Look to the cycles of nature for the lessons that you seek outside. Look to nature, for nature is here to help accompany. So, another message that I want to say is let go of your impatience for things. When you are in the alignment of it, when the time is ready for it to come into full manifestation, when all the puzzle pieces are put into one, it will create that wholeness and it will be brought forth to you. So I think another lesson in this is do not try to force, again, water, the message within the water. Do not try to force anything to happen. Do not try to command things, commanding something on another. Uh, the message that I'm hearing from the water is in the stillness, everything will move organically, effortlessly. Everything will be expressed in its natural expression. And I'm going to leave you with this. Thy will be thy name. Thy will be thy name. I want you to think about this for a second. If you are living, breathing consciousness and you cast out, I am this is happening. Your will, because we live in a planet where we have free will to choose. Thy will be thy name. The I am casting this upon thyself, and thy will be what I am naming myself to be. Thy will be what I am speaking into form. Thy will be thy thoughts. Thy will be this belief about myself that I keep speaking into form. You are choosing it, for you have free will. This came forth as an understanding in how we weave our reality and how the old structures, how the old ways of commanding and weaving disharmony and discord into the earth and through living, being, sentient beings is bringing a deeper state of awakening. I always say awareness brings change. When you bring awareness to something, you have the power to choose differently. You have the power to react differently. So take this opportunity to find that place of stillness amongst the chaos and understand that the vibratory essence of who you are, who you're choosing to become, is unfolding in every moment. And also understand that there is nobody outside of you that has a magic wand, whether the galactic beings, the angels, the gods, they're not going to do it for you. They're not going to do it for us. We live on a planet of free will. We get to choose. There are many beings, angelic realms, galactic realms, star nations that are helping in the accompaniment, but no one is going to do it for us. We created certain narratives and storylines. And it is up to us to change that, to make a difference, to be consciously aware in each moment, the words, our thoughts, our contributions to humanity, how we are showing up in our everyday. Is it through kindness? Is it through love? Is it through compassion? Is it through patience? Or is it through shame, through blame, through separation, blaming each other? We get to choose. Find that within us. If we really feel that deep connection within our heart flame, that illumination is the flame of illumination, bringing truth, bringing your truth, bringing light into situations of darkness and uncertainty. It is your light, it is your truth that will be revealed when you stop casting shadows upon yourself. You are the light in the darkness. We all are. So we must remember not to cast darkness and shadows upon another. I'm really hearing this. I'm going to just bear with me a second. Here it is. In the end, Rumi reminds us that the quest for true love is not just about finding a romantic partner, but it's about finding union within the true self and the divine through the heart. When we become the best, most loving version of ourselves, we love others, and we allow that love to flow freely. I'm going to leave you with that. The heart flame, the illumination of who you are, will not only light up your own life for change, you will be the illumination and the light for others to stand with you. I love you guys. Let me know what you think about this one in the comments below. Bye.